Today on DC News Now.
We're in for another round of stifling heat and humidity today. We'll let you know when it could finally cool down.
A massive tree branch falls, killing a woman walking her dog. New details from the scene. Traffic once again impacted by the NATO summit.
Just hectic, running lights, just a lot of people.
What you need to know before you hit the road.
Target and Walmart are currently offering deals for several days. A big business battle to woo consumers online and in stores, all happening in the run-up to Amazon's very popular Prime Day event.
And new tech at Lobel International Airport could make travel smoother. More in today's Tech Talk.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Good afternoon. Our developing now, DC Fire and EMS says one person is dead after a tree fell down on top of them. This happened at Garfield Park in Southeast near 3rd and South Carolina Avenue. We have a crew on scene with more details ahead after weather. Please keep it right here. Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for the news at noon. I'm Mark Hall. It's a DMV First Warn Day. High heat and humidity continues in the region. Heat advisory set all across the DMV. Arlington County Parks and Rec have again canceled all parks and recreation from now until 8 p.m. And the heat emergency remains in place in the district until Thursday. Meteorologist Damon Matson joins us on the latest check in the forecast. And Damon, I have to tell you that you and your team have kept us weather ready, and we know how to prepare ourselves when we have to go out.
Well, I appreciate that, Mark. But yeah, we're just soldiering on. That's the best we can do here, as this excessive heat and humidity is not stopping across the district. As a matter of fact, it's reaching that next level, that next peak here today. Not only do we have heat advisories in place across most of the DMV, we have another round of excessive heat warnings that cover the I-95 corridor from Stafford County up through DC into the Baltimore Metro and then to the south and east of the district across southern Maryland. These excessive heat warnings also go until 8 p.m., just like the heat advisories we have here in the orange across the rest of the region. And they're in place because we are expecting to see heat index values later this afternoon approaching, if not exceeding, 110. It's already feeling like 106 in Frederick and Leesburg, 108 in D.C. as a strong southerly wind flow is bringing that humidity up to that next level as we continue to have air temperatures in the middle to upper 90s. Now, the reason for this strong wind flow, here's what's left of Beryl. It's pretty much up near the Great Lakes, up into parts of Canada at this point, but we're on the southeastern side of this, and in due time, with all the heat and humidity that is out there, we're expecting to see scattered thunderstorms as we head into the later afternoon and evening today, and some of these could be on the strong to severe side. We have now a level 2 risk for severe storms across the north central part of the DMV. We'll detail out when we could see these storms roll across the area and if they could bring us some relief from this heat. That's all coming up in your full forecast in just a bit.
All right, Damon, thank you. Maryland's Department of Health releasing data on this season's heat-related deaths. Officials say that 4 men, all in Prince George's County, have died because of excessive heat. The men were 45 and older. And comparing the numbers to previous seasons, Maryland officials say that last year there were 9 heat-related deaths. In 2022, 5 people died because of the heat. The numbers range between 16 and 21 from 2019 to 2022. To stay weather aware 24/7, download our DC Weather Now app on your phone. Just scan the QR code on your screen to get it from the App Store. And you can also visit our website, DCNewsNow.com, for the latest weather updates. Right now, crews are working to remove a tree that hit and killed a woman out for a walk this morning on Capitol Hill. New details emerging by the hour. DC News Now's Randy Bass following breaking developments at Garfield Park in Southeast. Randy, what's the latest?
Yeah, Mark, crews arrived here on scene about 40 minutes ago, working to completely cut down and remove what's left of this tree here in Garfield Park. The large limb you see, at least 20-30 feet long, that is what hit and killed a woman here this morning. She was out walking her dog, witnesses say. More new details we're bringing to you this afternoon. We just heard from urban forestry experts with DDOT who say this tree was in good condition before it fell and hit her. Witnesses who tried to help her are calling it a tragic freak accident. One witness we talked to here was playing at a nearby tennis court, said he heard the tree crack, saw her run, the tree fell on her. That's when 6 people immediately ran over, including a man witnesses say was the woman's husband. They all ran over to try and move the tree, but at that point, they say it was too late. Those witnesses still processing everything they saw this morning.
It happened like maybe in 2-3 seconds less even. It was very fast, very fast. There was no time to react even, and it was pure accident. I feel shocked. I still can't gather my mind yet.
More now from those forestry experts with DDOT. They say the decision was made this morning to take down the entire tree, completely remove it. There are plans for additional inspections of trees here in this particular park. The last time this tree was inspected was last spring. Again, was also pruned last summer. At this point, it's still unclear what exactly caused that large branch, that large limb to fall. This story is still very much developing. We'll bring you new details as we get them. Live in Southeast, I'm Randy Bass, DC News Now.
Randy, thank you. Developing now new documents from D.C. courts accusing 2 women of killing a man and cutting off his thumb. Fasil Teklenomariam was found dead in his Northwest apartment back in April. Police later arrested 2 women, Audrey Miller and Tiffany Gray. According to court records, a witness believes that the victim was Gray's sugar daddy, and that witness also claims to have seen the suspects using the victim's severed thumb to steal money from his accounts. Both women are facing murder charges. Police have made arrest of the gunman they say is responsible for injuring 2 people in a shooting at a popular Manassas mall. The shooting caused several shoppers inside to run for their lives. DC News Now's Liberty Simmons was at the mall on Sudley Road with more on what the suspects and what led up to the shooting.
Well, officers say this all started as a fight between 2 groups of people that ended right here in this parking lot behind me. That's where officers say they pulled out guns and opened fire. Prince William County Police charged 3 men in connection to the shooting. They arrested 18-year-old Davon Russell, 18-year-old Joshua Minnis Hernandez. They also charged 23-year-old Skylar James Ageley, who was injured in the shooting. Officers say this shooting started when 2 groups of people met up at the mall food court, then started fighting. The groups continued their fight in the mall's parking lot. Officers say once they were outside, the groups started shooting at each other. Shoppers outside immediately ran inside the mall in a panic. 2 people were hurt. Police say Ageley was rushed to the hospital by his associates, and a 51-year-old man who had nothing to do with the fight was also hit by gunfire. That man was shot in the upper body and rushed to the hospital. Both are expected to survive. One woman who did not wish to go on camera described the terrifying moments.
Well, when everyone saw us running, they just started running too. Yeah, like everyone started running into the stores.
All 3 men face multiple charges, including malicious wounding, willfully discharging a firearm in a public place, and using a firearm in the commission of a felony. Investigators are still seeking the identities on other suspects involved. Anyone with information is urged to contact police. For now, in Manassas, Liberty Simmons, DC News Now.
Thank you. It is day 2 of this week's NATO summit, with the summit taking over the district. Navigating the streets around the summit can be a hassle. While the summit is a major milestone, it's also a major headache, especially for commuters and folks who live in the area. Shut down streets near the convention center, the White House, and Mellon Auditorium. We talked to some commuters yesterday, and they said that their drive times in the city doubled or even tripled in some cases along major routes.
Just coming up from Northwest DC, kind of near the Maryland-Bethesda border, and it took me probably 30-45 minutes to get down here, which is why I'm now filling up my tank. So.
How long does it normally take you?
15-20 minutes. Oh. Yeah, it's been pretty bad today.
The Triangle and the Mount Vernon Square metro stops were shut down yesterday, but they're back open today. Many pedestrian crossings are also closed, so you may want to leave a bit earlier for your commute. And we want to remind you of the changing road closures. Along with the Federal Triangle Metro Station being back open, the roads surrounding the station are also back open. Now, starting at 2 p.m., roads west of the White House will be closed and staying closed. The roads surrounding the Washington Convention Center as well. And as leaders prepare to gather for the summit, we're hearing from political experts weighing in on the importance of the meeting. Bill Snyder, a retired George Mason University professor, says that European leaders are seeing the value of NATO with everything going on between Russia and Ukraine. He says the war is making some of them feel vulnerable. Snyder tells us that America's commitment to their countries within the organization could be tested.
Russia may win, and that's a real threat to the United States because we will be called upon to step in and help save Europe as we were in World War I, as we were in World War II. So it's a major commitment by the United States now being tested in Ukraine.
Well, Snyder says NATO members are nervous about the outcome of this year's presidential election and question how the U.S. will commit to the organization if former President Trump is elected. Well, today is the first day of D.C.'s Rodent Control Conference. The two-day event is to educate people on the district's rat and mouse problem and the best ways to handle it. Well, today's topics include an update on current population levels, understanding rodent behavior, and garbage storage tips. Tomorrow we'll focus on the current control tactics and includes a field exercise in implementing them. You can register for the conference online through DC Health.